When I growed up, dog, I wanted to be a wrestler. Now it's 10 stacks and a pistol on my dresser. Thuggin' like Kane and my bitch thick like Aisha. Lil' cousin fell in math, I had to fuck his teacher.
Yo, you already know what it is. You already know what to do. Welcome back to the Broken Mute Button Network. As always, you are now tuned in to motherfucking Ruthless Attitude Wrestling Podcast. Disco, what's up, man?
What's goody? What's going on? A lot of news, man.
Yeah, man. Yo, I didn't catch SmackDown last week, bro. I didn't catch it at all. But I did catch some highlights though. And the first thing I want to start off with is this nigga Solo.
Funny dude, man. Funny dude.
Yo, when Jacob whooped his ass and all them niggas ass at the car, the way Solo was hanging out the car, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, I should have fucking snapped a picture and brought it on the show of that shit of that nigga hanging out the car. That shit was the funniest shit in the world, bro.
Funniest shit.
Yo, Solo's hilarious. But what did I miss though?
Damn. I think they was more focused on Evolution. It was getting things together for Evolution. And a recap from the champions. I know Jade was attacked by Naomi.
Yeah, I see they fighting that Saturday night main event now.
Yeah.
Or Evolution. It might be Evolution.
Evolution. They fighting Evolution. I know Charlotte and Alexa is a tag team now.
Yeah, I see that.
Damn, I don't remember.
All right, so what I'm looking at, so let me take a look real quick. So what I'm seeing, first and foremost, the build-up for Evolution is kind of trash. Like Triple H, I think he's having too many PLEs right now to the point that he doesn't even know how to build them all up at the same time. He kind of like probably need to slow down a little bit and go back to like maybe one in a possible. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because like he just got off of Night of Champions 2 weeks ago. Then we going straight in. Then we got a bunch of shit going on this weekend. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's crazy. So I'm not feeling the fact that Trish Stratus is getting a title shot against Tiffany Stratton.
That was another thing. Yeah, Trish Stratus. Yeah.
Yeah. So my issue with that though, Disco, is because it's like you have all these women who bust their ass all year in and year out. And then you got to call in a legend to take a title shot, bro, on the all women's pay per view. You didn't need that,
right? I don't. They could have gave that to Nia Jax, but they gave her the title match on SmackDown, the Street Fight or whatever the case may be. That was a great match. That was a great match, like But we know how that match with Trish gonna end.
Hopefully, only way hopefully Naomi cash in, bro. That's the only thing I'm looking forward to. But because like that's to me, I think for one, I'm not even really feeling the card like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, like why have like I did the same thing with WrestleMania. All these women bust their ass year in and year out. Charlotte returns at the Royal Rumble and then goes to get her title shot at WrestleMania that she lost at. It wasn't even like anything really of any significance happened with that, with Charlotte winning the Royal Rumble. That was a waste of a Royal Rumble, if you ask me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What else? Who else?
Cody came out. Randy Orton came out. Drew McIntyre came back.
Mm-hmm. You know, Drew McIntyre feuds is at least 3 months.
Right.
He having 3 matches.
He's feuding with Randy Orton now, so him and Randy Orton are gonna fight Saturday at Saturday night main event. Of course, Randy Orton RKO'd him, and that's how they beef, and how this shit like.
Yeah, so I'm trying to see where they go with this because this is actually a feud that I always wanted to see, but I don't know if I would have preferred to see Hill Randy, but then at the same time we would have had to have face Drew, and I don't like face Drew because face Drew does 1, 2, 3. Like get the fuck out of here! Now I need a Scottish psychopath. Right. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, so hopefully, like we said, Cody's gonna turn heel SummerSlam.
Yeah, I'm still think. I hope that happens. It's probably unlikely it's going to happen, but I hope it happens. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Because I definitely feel John Cena is going to close out his career as a face. I don't think he's going to go the whole year as a heel. And the thing is we're going to hate it. But let me ask you a hot take. Do you think Ricochet's heel run is better than John Cena's?
Yeah, but from what I seen last night, him associated with them Tongan dudes, I don't know what the fuck they doing over there. Like,
Yo, I didn't even watch it last night. Paperz texted me because he was watching that shit, and I was like, "Oh wow, you actually watching it?" I
I saw
usually watch
it.
the replay, but I didn't catch it.
I watched this shit on Max, but it was like, what the fuck are they doing? They was all over the place again. Like they
But niggas will
spanked the
tell you
hurt.
they got. I
They
seen
spanked
niggas
them
in our
niggas. Like,
comments.
yeah, like it
Oh
was just
yeah.
like they spanked them niggas last night, but it was like, all right, y'all spanked them niggas for Kristen and them to come out and spank them niggas again. Like, why? Like, it was just like, yo, like, what the fuck is like, like AEW is all over the place, man.
Yeah.
Like for real, like Tony. I ain't started school yet. Yeah, you need to come holler at us for real, like.
Tony Khan, we're still willing to come work for your company.
That's a fact, right?
Give me a nice 6-figure salary. I'll come there. You paying these niggas millions. I want 6 figures, and I'll fire them niggas you paying
Right.
millions that don't belong there.
Like
For sure.
I just want to see how Sunday turns out. Like,
Yeah. And I need a good 6-figure salary because a regular 6-figure. I don't want to make something that I make now. So I want to be able to. I want you to give me an upper 6-figure salary.
and Sunday they numbers will probably be higher than WWE this week.
Yeah, because I'm not feeling Evolution's card. It's definitely going to be way higher. They're going to
Yeah.
smoke Evolution. But WWE, they low-key be hating on them. They be doing events on the same weekend as AEW.
Yeah.
Like, it's starting to be consistent now. You know what I'm saying? Even
Mm-hmm.
though Collision is stupid as hell for still be – Tony Khan, you're stupid for still having Collision on Saturday. Nobody's trying to watch – if it's not a PLE, nobody's trying to watch wrestling on Saturday. Bro.
On Saturday, like even in the winter, nobody trying to watch that shit. Like,
in all honesty, they got to compete with boxing this weekend anyway because Shakira Stevenson and them fighting, Edgar Berlanga and them is fighting this weekend
right?
too.
Yeah, that's a
And
fact.
SmackDown is competing with Amanda Serrano and them on Netflix. You get that for free on Netflix. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be a very, very busy week. Dustin Poirier's final fight in the UFC is this weekend. So you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of shit going on this weekend. So what else? What else we got on? So right now, it looks like WWE, they keep doing the same setups as far as like major returns of old superstars going into like some of these major events. You get at least 1 or 2 a year. I
Mm-hmm.
really want to know what their plan was with Liv and Nikki Bella. You know what I'm saying? So do you think Rhea Ripley's going to win the belt off of
Yeah.
EO?
Yes.
I think so too.
He's going to
I think EO
SummerSlam.
is going to win.
Oh, you think EO's going to win?
No, I think Rhea is going to win.
Oh yeah,
Rhea Ripley's going to win.
Rhea's going into SummerSlam with that belt.
But who she faces?
They. I was gonna say Raquel, but I don't know. I was gonna say Raquel because I think they're gonna drop the titles to Charlotte and Alexa.
You think so?
Yeah.
I can see that happening. No. That's not going to be the match. That's not going to be the match. That's not going to be the match. I forgot. The winner of this women's battle. Oh no, the women's of the battle royal fight at Clash in
To the
Paris.
Paris, right?
Stephanie Vaquer is going to win that.
Was she gonna win the battle royal?
She's going to win the battle royal, and she's going to wrestle whoever the champion is on Raw at Clash in Paris or Clash in France, whatever. I think it's Clash in Paris.
Who from Paris in that battle royal?
Nobody. Not that I know of.
Who's close from Paris in that battle royal? You gotta think about it.
Fucking probably the German nigga, Ludwig Kaiser niggas.
No, I'm talking about female.
Female, Probably the closest is probably going to be Rhea. No, Becky and wouldn't it be Becky or fucking what's the name? Ireland would be the closest thing to damn Germany if we had to compare distance.
I think so. Matter of fact, anyway you
Yeah,
put it,
it's gonna be Stephanie. It's gonna be Stephanie, bro. Like it's gonna be Stephanie versus Rhea.
but you got to think about it too. They dropping them titles, them tag titles, either against the Kabuki Warriors or Charlotte, Charlotte and Alexa's gonna have their feud. They're gonna start their feud after this, or they're gonna drop them titles against the Kabuki Warriors, and then Rhea and what's her name is gonna feud with Rhea's gonna feud with Raquel and Roxanne is gonna lead up to that match at SummerSlam. It could be
That's for
that.
SummerSlam. I'm talking about Clash at Paris. The winner of the
But
women's battle royal gets the world title shot at Clash at Paris.
but Clash at Paris is after SummerSlam.
Yeah, it's after SummerSlam. Yeah,
SummerSlam is gonna be 2 weeks after this event.
I think it's. I think it's after SummerSlam.
Right, because SummerSlam is 2.5 weeks after this event. August 2nd and 3rd.
Okay, yeah, then it has. Yeah, I believe it is after.
Yeah, like
Because I'm actually trying to look it up right now.
he playing this shit too close.
Oh yeah, it's at the that shit is at the very end of August. It's August 31st.
Yeah,
Okay,
like
all right.
So
Okay.
you gotta think about it, like.
Okay.
So who? Let's think about it. Who we have been beefing with?
It's really been Raquel. But the
Right.
thing is like if they was to move on, who would she move on with? Because Liv Morgan is hurt. I don't know. Becky's in her feud with
Bailey and
Bailey and
woo,
I can't think of her right now.
woo. Just say woo, like
Damn, what's the Feathers?
woo.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah, why I can't think of her name right now?
Lyra Valkyria, yeah.
Lyra Valkyria, damn. Sorry, Lyra.
Yeah.
Sorry, Lyra had a brain
That's why I
fart,
said
but
woo.
yeah.
Like,
I wonder how long that shit. I wonder how long that feud is going to last for, because I don't think it ends at Evolution.
right. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, when Becky said something, this is gonna be the first. I mean, Rhea said something about this is her first time that she is not beefing with the Judgment Day, or they could change the game and Naomi could cash in for the heavyweight, the women's championship.
Nah, she told Tiffany she's cashing in on her, and she's gonna cash in on Tiffany. That cash in is coming. We just don't know when that shit's gonna happen. But Tiffany is cashing in on her, and Jay's gonna win the belt off of Naomi. She might lose the first match, but then Jay's gonna win it off of her. I just don't know where Bianca plays in all of this shit. But I really don't know who Rhea's gonna fight. If Rhea, even if it's fucking okay, if Rhea don't win and Io Sky win, I can see Io Sky fight Asuka at SummerSlam.
No,
I can see them creating a feud off of that.
but you gotta understand, Asuka about how you gonna put Asuka up there? Because
Asuka loses, I can tell you right now, Asuka loses, she beats the shit out of what's the name the next night on Raw because of that shit, and then Io comes for the save and sets up a feud. SummerSlam.
I like heel Asuka.
I like heel Asuka too.
I like heel Asuka.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so what you think? That's what I think. That's how I will play it.
I can't see that as a main event at SummerSlam.
It don't even have to be a title match either. It'll be a great match though, because it won't have the language barrier. It won't have the language barrier, so they can put on a show.
That'll be fire, but like that'll be dope. Asuka gonna whoop her ass.
I got Asuka too as well, but it'll be a great match.
Hell yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. So what's up with I'm not liking Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins' crew, bro.
Nah, yeah, they yeah.
I heard Kevin Nash talking about it, and like I actually agree with a lot of the shit Kevin Nash say, but it'd be mostly when he talks about AEW. But I like it. I don't see he serves really. At first, I liked it because it was a shock at the beginning. I feel like Bronson Reed, because he doesn't really talk that much on the mic, he makes more sense to be there. But I just don't like. I don't see how Braun Breaker really like. Now, I gave it some time. We've seen it. It's been a few months since WrestleMania passed. Like, I don't know. I'm not really feeling it, bro.
It's
Braun Breaker being in there, because there's still potential as far as like the crew. I don't know. Maybe it's because they need to really just get straight into it or whatever.
they're not causing havoc.
Not the havoc like the Bloodline was.
Yeah, they not whooping ass.
Yeah,
They
but
not.
they be trying to. They be acting like
They
like it.
They only like, you know, Penta and Sami Zayn and that's in LA. That's it. Like
Yeah,
they not beating up LWO. They not beating up the Judgment Day. They not beefing with everybody because everybody want them. Like everybody trying to get their hands on them. Like the
yeah.
Bloodline
Nori, what
had.
up, Nori? Nori in the comments. What up,
Yo,
Nori? Appreciate you. But
I
yeah,
mean, like Bloodline had beef with everybody. Back in the days, NWO had beef with everybody. Like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, you know, like even in TNA, like in the main event of Mafia had beef with
Beef with
everybody.
everybody. Yep.
Like
You
even
almost could, honestly, we talk shit about the Death Riders, but they got beef with
beef with
everybody.
everybody. Yeah, like they beef with, yeah, like you know what I mean, like, you know, like they don't got beef with, they got beef with an individual person, and these individual people are just sticking with each other for the time being. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. What's that? Nori said, is just Seth trying to step out of Roman's shadow. You think Seth is in Roman's shadow? You think what you think about what you think about that, Disco?
Nah, not really. I think he made his own lane.
Yeah,
I,
I think so too. I don't think he's in his shadow.
I think he got his own lane. I think they just, I really think Roman got his credibility and his limelight because of what he went through prior to him holding that title for so long. You know, because he was sick, he had to
Yeah,
leave for a while, and I mean, like, I'm not saying it's a pity party, but they guaranteed him something. You know, like, because we was tired.
that
Yeah,
contract.
we was tired of him. Like, this nigga is Garbo. Like,
Yeah,
we
we
was
was
saying,
tired of
we was
him.
like, yo, nah, this nigga is Garbo. Like,
COVID
like,
happened and saved that nigga career because he
yeah,
came back
like
as hell.
when he came back as Hill, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, you know,
We fucked with him more then. That's when we
right,
started to fuck with him, especially when he started building to it. All the niggas that was cooking him on the mic, he started cooking them niggas because he
right,
was able to be himself more now as a heel.
right. They
Instead
gave,
of that more scripted, you know what I'm saying? This is Roman Reigns we talking about, y'all. But yeah, you know
right,
what I'm saying? Seth Rollins, but yeah, back to Seth and his crew. They beat up Penta. Sami Zayn keeps getting his ass whipped by Karrion Kross. You know what I'm saying? Karrion Kross be putting the beats on, but we seeing Karrion Kross actually coming out on the stage now. You know what I'm saying? He was
right,
actually out where the audience, like on the
right,
stage now this time.
right.
We saw him on screen instead of backstage this time.
Baby steps, baby steps. I guess baby steps. Triple
Yeah.
H, come on, Triple H. Like, you getting there? Like,
Yeah. What's that? Nobody says Seth's current push is only geared towards beefing with people who interfere in his vision of dominance. Yeah, definitely. That's why I can't wait to him and Gunther get in the feud, because Gunther has the potential to wreck shit with that feud. That shit gonna be fire. Yeah, I'm telling you, I want to see Gunther and Seth Rollins. I know Nori is gonna say it. The message the comments gonna pop up. He
right,
hates Gunther as champion because he says there's no reason for Gunther to be champion all the time. But this feud, if Gunther loses the belt to Seth Rollins and on a cash in and it leads to a feud, I'm all for it. At least you'll get Gunther not as a champion. You're probably gonna be mad that he's in a feud, but you're gonna get a fresh new feud. You know what I'm saying?
If Goldberg
That ain't gonna happen.
if he walks this weekend with that title, I am not watching WWE ever in my life again.
Look, this nigga Nori already said that. They already on thin ice with that nigga. So, yeah, Triple H, Triple H, you do be tripping, bro.
Bro, I am not. Yo, I will sell every belt.
He said, "You gonna sell all the belts? Not
Bro,
all the belts.
It's over. I might throw them shits in the first. I might throw. I will do a 90.
Like The Rock.
Yes, bro. If Goldberg leaves, where they fighting at in the Georgia Dome?
I don't think there is a Georgia Dome no
It's
more.
it's almost Georgia Dome, right? Oh, yo,
Yeah.
bro, I will never watch that shit again. I will retire. Like for real, like like, I don't give a fuck if they do some shit like he win and then Monday Night Raw he come on and lose the title and drop the belt, bro. Like I won't. I'm still not watching that
shit. Yeah, I feel like Raw might have too many double heel stables right now, bro.
I feel yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because you got Seth Rollins, you got the Judgment Day, you got what's the name? That nigga Nori said hit his line. He down to buy some more belts. But anyway, what's the American made?
American,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You got 3 heel stables right now on Raw alone, bro, that I could think of right now. I don't know if there's any other right now because New Day's the tag team. That's a tag team. They no longer a stable because Big E not there.
You got
that might be it right now. I need to see a shocking turn heel joining one of the stables if you want me to believe in all these stables. Because like Braun Breaker was already a heel when he joined. I need somebody who's been face for a long time to make a shocking heel turn.
We already got it. It's no other person that can shock us right now. We already got the shock of the year. Besides Hulk Hogan, John Cena. Nobody could phase us right now. Like who?
Yeah, but John Cena shit whack. If niggas is really talking about, we had a conversation a few minutes ago when I asked you if Ricochet heel turn is better than John Cena's, and we both agree that Ricochet heel run is better than John Cena's. Like, I'm not even putting him up there with Hulk Hogan no more.
Because Ricochet get more TV time, and that nigga's funny as fuck, yo.
He's corny that he's funny.
Yeah, he corny funny. He cause he trying, and maybe because he ain't get to do that in WWE, so we ain't see that shit for years.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't get to see that. So maybe if we would have seen that shit in WWE, we'd have been like, all right, this nigga is definitely corny, but funny as fuck.
Know what I mean? Definitely, I would. Yeah, it probably would have worked in WWE too.
Right.
Because he would have been on a bigger stage. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So Cody. Yeah, Cody. I hope Cody do turn heel at SummerSlam because it's time for something fresh for him.
Right.
Now.
That's not gonna be a shocker for us. It's gonna be like, all right, Cody. We ain't gonna be like, why Cody? Why? Like we gonna be like, all right, bet. Like now the game changed. Like now we just need Randy to be heel. Like.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I want to see Cody turn heel before Randy though.
Now we need Gunther to go face. Like, let's see how Gunther is face. Like really face.
I don't know. I can't watch Gunther pander to the fans, bro. I just can't imagine it. That's why I'm interested in this feud with Seth Rollins just to see how it plays out. Because as new as fresh and Gunther will have to be facing this feud.
But we said that about Sheamus.
What about
We
Sheamus?
we never thought Sheamus could ever be face. That nigga came
You
out
like?
looking like a white ghost nigga. Like, well, who is this nigga? Like,
We needed, yeah, but it took Sheamus almost 15 years for us to really accept him as a face, bro. Because we didn't accept him as a face really before. We liked him
exactly,
better as a heel.
exactly. So, especially when he came back with that mohawk, the fucking looking like,
Oh yeah, and the beads in his
yeah,
beard, hell
and
yeah,
the
that he
fucking
looking
nose ring. We
crazy.
like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
But
yeah. That nigga
but
crowd was shouting, "You look stupid."
right, but he was whooping Roman Reigns' ass.
Yeah, but that was Roman Reigns with the vest on, and not the red glove. He ain't had a red glove yet.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do some predictions real quick, man. All right, so I'm gonna go through an Evolution card real quick. It's the State Farm Arena is where everything is taking place at.
All right.
All right, so Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley. You already said Rhea. I
Leah,
think Rhea's gonna win too. Tiffany versus Trish. Tiffany, and
Tiffany,
we both hoping that Naomi cashes in. Becky Lynch versus Bayley versus Lara. I got
Becky.
Becky Lynch retaining. Yeah, and then it's gonna probably lead to a Lara and Bayley feud. And Becky's probably might move on a little bit to something else, but I don't know who it is. At this point, they might have to do a call up, bro, or somebody has to return to something. Zoe Starks done got fucking hurt, so
Put the belt back on Chelsea.
Chelsea's U.S. She's on SmackDown. She got
I
to come to
know,
Raw.
but I know. But I'm just saying, like,
But she's doing that cabinet and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So she has to be U.S. champion for her the type of stable she got. You know what I'm saying? So it wouldn't make sense for her to do that yet, unless they got something else. Then you got the triple tag title fatal four way. Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez versus Charlotte and Alexa versus Sol Ruka and Zarya versus Kabuki Warriors. I would like to see a shock factor in this, but I don't think it won't happen because Sol Ruka. Because I would like to see an NXT tag team finally get the women's titles because there's no women's champion since they merged the belts. There hasn't been a women's champion from NXT that's been
I know,
tag champions.
right?
You know what I'm saying?
But there always been
But Sol
somebody from the
Ruka
main roster that been in it. Yep.
mm-hmm. And Sol Ruka got 2 belts already right now, so they probably want to throw a third one on her, but they should do it. They should go for it because she got the speed in the North American belt.
I
You
think,
know what I'm saying?
yeah, but I think Kabuki Warriors, and I'm just saying that because,
I thought you had Charlotte and Alexa.
nah, I changed it because Kyrie Singh she got to win over
Injuring
both.
people.
Yeah, she got
That's
to win.
why she's not going to win. That's why she's not going to win. That's why I'm going with Charlotte and Alexa.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm not going. And I changed my mind. Raquel and Roxanne's retaining, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, they're going to retain. No holds barred. Naomi versus Jade. Who you got? Jade won the first one.
Contest.
It's no holds barred, nigga. You ain't gonna be
no holds barred. Oh. Naomi.
I got Naomi as well. I got Naomi winning this because this is gonna lead to their third match, the final match. You know what I'm saying? Of the long-term feud. And that's gonna be that title match when what's the name cash in. And that shit might not actually be at SummerSlam, bro. That shit might be. They might save it for Clash in Paris.
Nah, that gotta be on the main stage.
I would. You got SummerSlam 2 nights. Yeah, SummerSlam 2 nights. That makes sense. All right, NXT Women's Title: JC Jane versus Jordan Grace. I want to see Jordan Grace finally win it because this would be like her third title shot in a row. So they kind of need to put it on her. Although JC Jane winning that shit from Stephanie Vaquer was like a shock, like a motherfucker. That was one of the biggest shocks this year. But then when she won, we was like, okay, we know Stephanie's going to the main roster. She was already showing up already. And when they saw the fans' reception to her versus Julia and Roxanne, they knew what's up. You know what I'm saying? Even when she came back to NXT, this week. Like the crowd went crazy. You know what I'm saying? In that small ass building. She's like Stephanie. That's what I'm telling you. It's going to be Stephanie versus. That leads to the battle royal. That's why I'm telling you, Stephanie is going to win, and she's going to fight Rhea Ripley at Clash at Paris. They're going to push Stephanie on Raw, and they're going to push Jade on SmackDown, and Julia on SmackDown. Julia got a belt already. Julia is the U.S. title. Has the U.S. title.
Yes.
Well, they had to figure out something. Otherwise, we would have had to keep having Chelsea versus Zelina Vega.
Selena who? Shit.
And look, SmackDown is back to motherfucking
2 hours, right?
2 hours now. So now it's gonna be less TV time. You know what I'm saying? All right. So what we got? We got AEW All In, and we got Great American Bash this weekend.
Shit.
Yep.
It's loaded. It's loaded.
Yeah, it's definitely what else we got going on? Evolution, Overload. We got okay. All right, what we got here? I'm trying to see the rest of the damn roster. I mean, the rest of the matches, so I can see. All right, so WWE Saturday Night Main Event. I got Gunther over Goldberg.
Yeah.
And I got Seth Rollins over LA Knight. So here's a hot take I got about that though. I feel that because NXT Battleground is during the middle of the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
It is Ricky Saints versus Ethan Page for the NXT North American Championship. So I think that Ethan Page is going to lose the NXT North American Championship and show up later that night and help Seth Rollins beat LA Knight.
You just want him to be a part of this stable, I swear.
And the rumors is one of him or Ricky Saints, and I think Ethan Page makes more sense over Ricky Saints. What you think?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's what I like that concept, that idea. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see what happens as far as that. You know what I mean? So, and what else we got? Let me see what else we got going on here. What else we got? We got Randy versus Drew on a card.
Randy.
Oh, Solo's taking on Jimmy. You ain't tell me that shit.
Oh shit,
Solo
I forgot.
taking on Jimmy Uso.
Yeah.
Solo.
Solo.
They're gonna be outnumbered. They're gonna be outnumbered. Now we're gonna have to see what Tama Tonga does. Because Solo said his family's complete without Tama Tonga even being in the picture.
Tama gonna come back.
Yeah, he's gonna come back, but who is he gonna join? Is he gonna roll with Jacob?
He probably he probably go with Jacob. This is Civil War 2.0.
Yeah, honestly, this might be the cage match.
Mm-hmm.
Or Tama Tonga. Nah, Tama Tonga has to join him to make 5. Jacob has to get his team. Jacob and Jimmy got to get their team together. So we know we're probably going to get Jay in that feud. Now it's just a matter of Roman is going to help him out or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But Roman still got shit going on with Seth Rollins. Like, that's why I told you, like, Triple H is slow burning this shit, but eventually we're going to get to some hot shit. So we got to be patient for it. But it's like, nigga, don't be too slow. SummerSlam, something crazy got to happen.
Listen, B, listen to me. I'm going to fuck what's going on. If Goldberg win that title on Saturday, I'm like, watch this.
Hey, Goldberg, you can't win that shit, bro.
Goldberg, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
That's funny as shit. So it's only 4 matches. That's the 4 matches for Saturday night.
Yeah, because it's like, because it's like a.
Okay, yeah, and commercial. It's gonna be commercials and shit because it's gonna be on. All right, okay, I can dig it. What else? Okay, NXT Great American Bash. It's not even Battlegrounds. Great American Bash.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you got Obafemi versus homeboy from Japan, Yoshiki Inamura. I got Obafemi. Now, here's my thing with Obafemi. Obafemi is doing a lot of side missions right now, bro.
They just getting your boy ready. Be like a snack wrap.
Yeah, at this point, like, but the thing is, I guess they don't know if it ain't Trick Williams, who they gonna put the belt? Who else is ready to be
Right.
world champion there? You know what I'm saying? So I guess they probably trying to figure out what they want to do as far as that. You know what I'm saying? As far as that, you know what I'm saying with them. Hold on, I'm over here checking this out right quick. But yeah, figure out what they're gonna do with him as far as getting him to the main roster and shit like that, or who's gonna be the next champion, because they probably don't know who they want to put it on. You know, if Joe Hendry was full time with the company, they'll put that shit on that nigga in a heartbeat.
Yep. Throw that shit on him.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's crazy, bro. But anyway, moving on. I got Obafemi in that fight. Then you got Jordan Grace and Blake Monroe versus Fatal Influence. So Jordan Grace is going to be fighting
A
JC Jane
doubleheader.
the night before Blake Monroe, as some of y'all don't know, that's Mariah May from AEW. She jumped ship against Fatal Influence. Blake Monroe is going to be heel before you know it. I'm just letting y'all know that now.
Oh
She's
yeah.
going to be face. She's going to be face literally probably for this match, and then probably going to go on to turn heel on Jordan Grace eventually. And she's going to be in a title match, because they're gonna skyrocket her. She was an AEW Women's Champion. They'll skyrocket. And they pushing women more so on
Yeah.
NXT. It seems like than men.
And she
You
gonna
know what
be
I'm
vicious.
saying?
She gonna be vicious.
And then Ethan Page versus Ricky Saints. Like I said, I got Ricky Saints winning that because I do think Ethan Page is main roster bound after this.
Yep.
He's gonna move on. And then NXT Women's North American Champion Sol Ruka versus Izzy Dane. I got Sol Ruka in that. Yeah. Jasper Troy versus Javon Evans. I'm gonna go with Jasper Troy is the one who won LFG. He's been running around wrecking shit. He lost to Obafemi. He lost to somebody else too. To the Japanese dude to get the title shot against Obafemi for a Great American Bash. So I'm gonna go with Jasper Troy over Javon Evans in this match. Then you got the TNA Championship contract signing for Joe Hendry,
And
Trick, and Mike Santana. It's a triple threat.
Tricky way.
Yeah, so I think Mike Santana, whenever TNA have that event, I think Mike Santana goes on to win that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's
he paid his dues.
Yeah.
Dues. You know, let's get Mike his belt.
Wait, hold on. Let me pause for a second. Nori said, "Fuck Cena, old wannabe R-Truth ass." Yo, he was saying that shit too, bro. That he stole John Cena stole R-Truth shit. I mean, R-Truth stole John Cena shit. No, John Cena stole R-Truth shit originally because R-Truth always was rapping and shit coming out to
Oh, we know that. We know that.
That's funny as hell, though, bro. That's funny as hell. I'm trying to see the AEW card right now, so we can give a quick recap of that. I know it's going to be Hangman Page versus John Moxley. Who you got?
John Moxley.
You don't think he loses the belt now?
Nah, they ain't gonna take it off him right now.
You think Darby Allin's going to come back and win that shit? Because he's about to come back imminently. That's the rumor now.
That nigga gonna listen. I don't know. They all over the place. Don't be surprised if Orange Cassidy come back. Like
No, he said we wild talk about Gunther as a face. He's probably just catching up. But Timeless Tony Storm versus Mercedes Moné. Who you got? Now, before you answer that, if she wins the AEW Women's title, she's gonna have like 8 belts, bro.
7.
Who you got?
I want Tony Storm to win, but just to make history or some shit like that, they gonna put it on Sasha Banks, Monet.
Nobody cares about that history, but they are pushing her like crazy.
Yeah.
All right, so AEW Continental versus the International Champion. For the AEW Unified Championship, which I still stand on as a stupid ass name for a belt.
Kenny
AEW
Omega.
Unified Champion. What the fuck does that even mean, bro? Tony Khan, you need to hire us. That's another example.
Kenny Omega.
So you got Okada. I got Kenny Omega possibly losing because this nigga's with Don Callis' family. I would like Kenny Omega to be the first one to do that shit, but we'll see what happens.
Kenny Omega.
But I'm gonna go with Okada. So there you go. Y'all got us at odds on this. All right, the Hurt Syndicate versus Jet Speed, which is Kevin Knight and Speedball Mike Bailey, versus the Patriarch. Oh shit! I didn't even know this match was happening. For the AEW World Tag Titles, I'm going Hurt Syndicate.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was telling you earlier. Like the Jet Speed dudes beat them niggas up, and then they was down and out, and they picked them up. I said it don't make no sense. Like I'm gonna go for Hurt Syndicate. I think
I'm going for Hurt Syndicate too.
They gonna whoop their ass.
Yo, this nigga Nori stupid as shit. He said, I'm no longer a fan of this podcast. Y'all taking that clown Becky retain. It's not that we taking it to retain. We just know what was going to happen. That's some Triple H shit, bro. Nori, let us know in the comments who you think is going to win that triple threat match. Right. All right, so Adam Cole versus Kyle Fletcher for the TNT Championship. Damn, that belt still exists? I got Kyle Fletcher.
I didn't even know that match exists. Damn.
I forgot they was in the feud. I got Kyle Fletcher.
Yeah,
that's how you know the show be over the place. All right, Swerve Strickland versus and Will Ospreay versus the Young Bucks for the EVP with the EVP titles on the line. I got the Young Bucks because somebody's gonna screw somebody in that shit.
Nah, I got Swerve. He smashed the limo up last night.
I didn't watch it this week, so I guess. All right, well, I'm still gonna go Young Bucks because I don't see that the niggas losing to them niggas, not yet. Men's Casino Gauntlet for the AEW championship. Get a shot at the AEW championship. I don't know who's in it, but if what's the name is in it, MJF, I might have to go with him.
He is in it. It's him.
Okay.
Mr. Cole. Yeah, I think it's them three.
Okay.
It's Mr. Cole, Briscoe, and Mr. Cole. Mr. Cole, whatever his fucking name is. But yeah, I'm going for MJF.
He said Mr. Cole, that's Sin Cara.
Right, Junior.
All right, and then you got the Women's Casino Gauntlet for the shot at the AEW Women's title. Probably gonna be I don't fucking know.
They don't even know. It's only one. It's two people in there. It's the tall chick that beat Jay Cargill.
Chris Statlander.
And then yesterday it was the Penelope, the chick that be with Penelope, the big Amazon chick. And they gotta put two more.
Megan Bain.
Yeah, Bain. Yep. And then they gotta choose two more this weekend.
Whoever, if Roxanne wins, if Mercedes wins, that means a face is gonna win that shit. If Tony Storm wins, that means the motherfucking damn heel's gonna win. So that match is gonna happen before Mercedes and Tony Storm fights. So whoever wins that battle royal, we're gonna know who's gonna win that match later on. You know what I'm saying? Actually, we might even with the men's, we might even know who's gonna win. Right. If MJF win, I think Hangman might win, bro, because they be having their off and on shit. Tony Khan's fake ass long term storytelling.
8 years in the
making.
What the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
Hell yeah, with his punk ass. Anyway, y'all, man, that's all the time we got for y'all this week, man. We appreciate for y'all tuning in. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. As always, man, you tuned into the Broken Mute Button. I've been drinking. Broken Mute Button Network. As always, we appreciate y'all for always coming back to the show. Yo, shout out to TT. TT, we got to get you back on the show. And this is an invitation to anybody else in the comments. If you want to come on to the show, holla at us. We do live stream. Y'all can come up on the show. Y'all can talk y'all shit. If y'all disagree with us, come on here and give us your opinion. All opinions are welcome. Because it doesn't mean it's factual. You know what I'm saying? Just like how our shit don't have to be factual. But y'all more than welcome. Disco, you already know, man. We out of here.
Yes, sir.
Holla.